What if I told you the most powerful woman in the art world doesn't run a museum, but an empire built on wildlife, war holes, and a pharmaceutical fortune? Meet Maja Hoffmann, the billionaire transforming abandoned rail yards into futuristic art cities and using her billions to battle climate change through sculpture. This isn't just art, it's a revolution. Maja Hoffmann, Swiss-born billionaire, art patron, collector, filmmaker, and founder of the LUMA Foundation, is celebrated for her impact on the contemporary art world and her strategic approach to philanthropy. Rooted in the dual legacies of art and healthcare, Hoffmann's family history intertwines innovation and creativity. Her extensive influence extends across art, environmental conservation, and the pharmaceutical industry, each of which bears her unique touch. With an unparalleled ability to catalyze artistic innovation and environmental change, Hoffmann's story reflects her relentless commitment to pushing boundaries and redefining the role of the modern patron. Hoffmann was born in 1956 in Switzerland into a family steeped in pharmaceutical and cultural achievement. Her grandfather, Emanuel Hoffmann, was an industrialist whose legacy in the art world would influence her deeply. Her father, Luc Hoffmann, was a naturalist and co-founder of the World Wildlife Fund, and he fostered her early appreciation for conservation and environmental issues. Growing up in the Camargue region of southern France, a landscape renowned for its beauty and biodiversity, she was exposed to nature's splendor and fragility, which would later fuel her interest in conservation and sustainable agriculture. Hoffmann's family heritage extended into the pharmaceutical industry through their ownership in Roche Holding AG, where she and other descendants still control a substantial share. Although she pursued a more artistic path, her ties to Roche placed her within one of Switzerland's wealthiest families, further enabling her philanthropic ambitions. Hoffmann's interests initially veered toward film. In the 1980s, she studied filmmaking at New York University and the New School. Here, Hoffmann's connections to cultural icons, including artists and theater directors, began to grow. Her first documentary film, which profiled fishermen in the Sahara, marked her as an explorer of unique perspectives and lesser-told stories. Her early foray into film production eventually expanded into the executive production of documentaries, such as Peggy Guggenheim, Art Addict, Marina Abramovic, The Artist is Present, and Jean-Michel Basquiat, The Radiant Child. Each film allowed Hoffmann to probe deeper into the lives of iconic artists, celebrating creativity's role in shaping society and exploring the influences that define an artist's vision. Her film work became more than a passion. It served as a narrative extension of her philosophy that art can shape both individual and cultural identities. In 2004, Hoffmann founded the LUMA Foundation in Zurich, a venture that reflects her long-held dedication to advancing contemporary art, environmental issues, and social justice. Her foundation marked a major step in her career, allowing her to shape global cultural initiatives on her terms. LUMA Foundation supports artists across various media, including photography, publishing, and multimedia, fostering both independent and collective projects that defy traditional artistic boundaries. LUMA's flagship project, LUMA Arles, is a multidisciplinary arts campus set in the historic Parc des Ateliers in Arles, France. Designed by Frank Gehry, the main building's stunning architecture has become emblematic of Hoffmann's ambitions for the site, blending artistic excellence with a commitment to environmental and educational missions. The project includes archives, workshops, artist residences, and exhibitions, all aimed at encouraging experimentation and collaboration among artists, scientists, and environmentalists alike. For Hoffmann, LUMA Arles is more than a cultural center. It is a preserve for creative thought, where innovation and environmental respect intersect. Her concept for LUMA Days, an annual forum held in Arles, invites global thinkers, scientists, and activists to tackle pressing issues. Here, Hoffmann exemplifies her belief that art should serve as a conduit for societal transformation. Since her early days in New York, Hoffmann has amassed a diverse collection of works by artists such as Jean-Michel Basquiat, Andy Warhol, and Julian Schnabel. Her collection is not merely decorative, but functional, a tool for dialogue and inspiration. Over the years, Hoffmann has opened her collection to photographers and designers, exemplified by the 2015 publication showcasing her collection through François Hallard's photographs. Yet Hoffmann's influence as a patron extends beyond her private collection. She has served on boards of the Serpentine Galleries in London, the Fondation Vincent van Gogh in Arles, and the New Museum in New York. Her behind-the-scenes support at these institutions has nurtured many artists, enabling them to realize projects that might otherwise be financially prohibitive. Hoffmann often collaborates directly with the artists she admires, supporting their visions not merely with capital, but with strategic insight and creative partnerships. Her role as vice president of the Emanuel Hoffmann Foundation, established by her grandmother to honor her grandfather's memory, symbolizes her loyalty to her family's artistic tradition. In this role, Hoffmann has helped expand the family's esteemed collection, housed in Basel's Schaulager Museum. Here, the continuity of her family's contributions to art reaches new generations, underscoring Hoffmann's commitment to both heritage and innovation. While Hoffmann is not directly involved in Roche's operations, her connection to the pharmaceutical giant underscores her role within one of Switzerland's most influential families. Hoffmann La Roche, founded in 1896 by her great-grandfather Fritz Hoffmann, is globally recognized for pioneering drugs in cancer treatment, diagnostics, and virology. Today, Roche's reach spans more than 100 countries and remains at the forefront of healthcare innovations. As one of the company's shareholders, Hoffmann holds significant influence in guiding Roche's future. Her family's stake ensures Roche's commitment to annual dividends, thus supporting Hoffmann's philanthropic and artistic endeavors. This financial foundation empowers her to operate independently within her chosen spheres of art and environmentalism, while the enduring family ownership speaks to the Hoffmann legacy of blending commerce with compassion. In addition to her work in art and philanthropy, Hoffmann runs La Chassaignette, a Michelin-starred organic restaurant in Camargue, near Arles. The restaurant is celebrated for its locally sourced organic cuisine, created under the guidance of chef Armand Arnault. La Chassaignette stands as a testament to Hoffmann's appreciation for the Camargue landscape and her commitment to sustainability. Here, she combines her culinary passion with her environmental philosophy, allowing guests to savor the Camargue's natural beauty through ethically and regionally sourced dishes. Hoffmann's personal life is as cosmopolitan as her career. She has 2 children with film producer Stanley Buchthal, a longtime collaborator who shares her interest in documentary filmmaking. The couple raised their children in Zurich and London, creating a family environment enriched with global perspectives. Despite her high-profile lifestyle, Hoffmann remains famously private. Her children have inherited a unique cultural heritage that combines their parents' passion for film, art, and social responsibility, with each inspired by the values Hoffmann instills in her ventures. For Hoffmann, art is a means of communication, a platform through which she explores the philosophical and ethical questions that define humanity. She believes that artists hold the power to shape society's values and challenge its assumptions. This belief fuels her support of institutions like Human Rights Watch and her efforts to amplify artistic voices that push social change. Hoffmann's philosophy of patronage is not based solely on wealth, but on vision and dedication. She invests in artists she believes will drive meaningful change, many of whom, like Olafur Eliasson and Rukrit Tiravanija, work at the intersection of art, nature, and social issues. As Hoffmann once noted, her aim is not to accumulate art, but to empower artists, acting as a facilitator for ideas and conversations that transcend traditional boundaries. Maja Hoffmann's legacy is one of expansive vision and unwavering commitment. Through her art collection, philanthropy, and family ties, she has built bridges between seemingly disparate worlds of art, healthcare, and environmental activism. In LUMA Arles, Hoffmann has created a cultural hub that embodies her ideals, a space where the creative and the natural worlds converge. Her life's work challenges conventional notions of philanthropy, reimagining what it means to be a patron in the modern age. Hoffmann's story illustrates that true impact arises not from accumulation, but from a passion for shaping the world in meaningful, progressive ways.